Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and hello. I have hell to raise, not very much time to raise it. I don't know. This is going to be all over the place because I have so much to say, and it can't go into a Phineas form or longer. It can't go into another vlog because I don't have time to keep making these things. I'm on just personal deadlines, so we just gotta go. Get ready for like a frantic one, baby. Let's go. I am caffeinated. That's a whole thing. We'll start there. I don't know if I ever tidied this up, but we are tidying it up now because it was going to be a main channel video, and I'm just out of time for that. So this is the end of the caffeine saga. Hope you enjoy it. The entire thing there was just giving myself a side quest so I could focus on all of the other problems in life. So I could not focus. I could focus on caffeine and not all the other problems in life, and actually it doesn't matter a ton. I think it does help me regulate my mood when I am less caffeinated all the time. Or not all the time, but just I did prefer being the more stable. But you can't always have that when you're going through a breakup, and the human body just is like sometimes wants a cup of coffee, and that's totally fine. So that's just what that was, is it was a small experiment with a lot of anecdotal correlational evidence. We'll get back to it later when I'm not going through a breakup and trying to start several YouTube channels all at the same time. Let's keep going. Resonate videos are going fine. This will be a really quick update. Having a hard time pulling it off because being in the right mental state to be able to focus on something like a Resonite video, I know what I want to do. I want it done by MFF because I want the developer to just like me and I want people to think that I'm shiny, which itself is a massive problem, but we have to move on. Excellent tutorial on the way, but I have to figure out my uncovers, my blockages, and so now more about the emotionally what's going on. Decent progress on the front of living with ex-boyfriend. We had a very lovely conversation. I was going up the stairs. I was distraught because I missed him, and I had made several mistakes, calculated errors. I unfriended a friend, and that was a bummer, but then they were friends together, and I did it, and then I was like, gosh, god damn it. And I did not like that, but, you know, and then we commiserated over that, and then we just talked just like old times, except for we didn't kiss, but it was really lovely having that little bit of a bond, even though it's also really hard to do, but that felt nice, and I slept pretty okay because we're now sleeping in different places. That's totally fine. We're figuring it out. It still hurts, but I'm trying not to focus on it, which is something else to talk about. Let's get that next. I got distracted with something super shiny and lost sight of the goal, which ultimately was and still is my Resonite things. That's what I need to be able to move back home after the entire failed relationship saga, and that is the part. I have main channel videos. I know what my thoughts are. I know how to express my emotions and just be very special. I don't know why I said it that way. That was pejorative, and I apologize to myself and my ancestors. That was mean. I'm very special, though. But I have my concepts, the confidence to do it. I've had a main channel for the longest time of any of my channels. That's not the one I need to focus on, but it's shiny, and so I pursued it instead of the Resonite things, and I just kind of like lost focus a little bit. It was an important side quest to go on, but I'm here towards the 11th hour with only a handful of days left in the month, so I gotta stay on focus here. That's part of the problem, because if I'm emotionally distraught, I can't stay on focus, so then I want to spend time sorting out my emotions so that then I can be in focus because my emotional internal world is centered. But I'm on like deadline, so it's like, quick, let's resolve my emotional state within a day so then I can get back to work, and then you're stressed on time, so you can't actually resolve your emotion state, not to mention you can't consistently do that anyway. Let's move on. I'm in a private instance right now because I am filming a video log. I do not abide by that. It's come to my attention recently that there's a fair number of adult sessions in Resonite, and I haven't made a video about that yet, and I wasn't sure I was going to, and this is not a video about that. I just wanted to say that and drop it off, which is totally fine. A private session or a Contacts Plus World or whatever is akin to inviting people into your home. I like Resonite because it resonates with me in a remarkably specific way. Having someone in my world does feel like having them in my house, because Resonite feels as much like a virtual life as it does. It hits different than anything else does. If people in their home are going to be whatever, that's fine. If I don't get invited to a party at someone's home, that's also fine. That's how the world is. This is a virtual world in the most sense. Like, that's just the world. That's regular. It's hard seeing in the contacts list where everyone is. Normally, you don't get to see where your friends are. It's like, oh, are they all on a party? And that's just, especially lately in my fragile mental state, that's a lot for me to handle. But I want to be part of the actual change. I want to make a session that's just really cool and way better than any of the other things that are going on. I want someone to be like, oh, wow, Phineas is up, gotta go there. Just, I want to be special. I want to be very cool. Just, I don't care. I'll say it here, and I don't have time to mince my words. We gotta go. But I'm in a private session right now because I'm filming the vlog. But I have avatar work I'm going to be doing because I made a bastardization of the Fox model using my spots just to see how well that works, because I'm looking forward to having the Fox model. I think it might help me delineate myself when I do spend time in those other sessions, which I don't like. But if that's where the people are, then I think it's important for me to meet the people, to learn more about the people, so then I can be like, what are the people up to? And it's like I'm a special little boy. I'm a special little boy. And I don't want to be like, hey, here's my special pieces. What? No! That sounds terrible. But if it's not me, who knows? I don't know, man. I don't know. And so I'm talking, I'm reaching out with some people, having some resources to get some more feedback, because there's something in the whole system I don't understand. The kind of stuff that breaks relationships, honestly. More than one. We got issues. So right after this, I think I am gonna dive into editing it, because I'm so tired of things sitting on my hard drive. And then I'm gonna try and get it into a public session for at least 1 hour. It's going to be called Phineas Farmer's Office Hours, because I just want to be able to do that. And I want to be able to film a guide to Protoflux, and I want to be able to do that in private so I can focus on it. But then I feel really alone and isolated, and I feel like I'm part of the problem. I don't know how to address that, but I want to be able to start trying to do things in public. And that's just important to do. But I can't do it right now. I want to do it right now, but I can't because I have so much else going on. And I can't do everything all at a time. I'm just a kitty cat boy. I'm just me. I'm just the one guy. That's all that it is. That's me. So I gotta pick and choose. And I can't focus all on the Resonite videos, but then I got the main channel videos. And then I brought up the Healthy Gamer GG thing several episodes. There was something to that too. I like that community, and a lot of them are struggling, and I have the struggles, but I also have a couple of insights, and I want to, I want to engage, but I can't be doing that, and my other main channel videos, and then also doing the occasional black hair video where I'm just like, hey guys, what's sad? That was pejorative too. And trying to keep up the vlog and start the Patreon, which I brought up also, which is a very hard thing for me to do. I gotta talk about that now. Because I don't even know. I don't know. Alright, that's that. I got out most of my feelings. Let's move on. Weather update. It snowed. It doesn't fit in here at all. It doesn't fit into this video at all, but hear what I'm saying. It's actually not interesting, as I'm worried about what the heating is going to look like in the VR shed as it starts getting colder. But then I woke up and it's like I'm going to go out, and then apparently when you live in the middle of nowhere, snow takes place. And then they're not kidding when they say snow takes place, and I had to like trudge into the VR shed. And it's like, man, I gotta go be extremely existential right now, and my toes are cold. That's just like that's what the weather update portion of today's video was. I put a lot of heart into it, and a lot of my soul, honestly, because there's a lot of fire within me. And when there's a lot of fire inside of me, it's important to express it. And I felt like the snow situation, that kind of weather update, I feel like that was a very important way to share who I am, what I'm about, and it feels like it was a valuable thing for... Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Hey, bye, guys.